everybody, it's Anna. Time for the Thursday card and this week's tarot story. So as I said yesterday, the three cards of this week's tarot story are all pentacles. So the theme this week is about the physical realm, things you can see, taste, and touch, and also how things move in the physical realm, which, by the way, is quite different than how things move in the spiritual realm, which is why one of the challenges of being a human on the planet is bringing the spiritual realm and the physical realm into alliance, right? So part of making things happen in the physical realm is understanding how it works, right? So today's card is the Five of Pentacles reversed. The number 5 is connected to challenge. So I think of the 10 card trajectory as being like you're climbing up a hill and then you go down the hill. And right before you get to the top of the hill, you hit the 5 mark. So at the 5 mark, you have to really kind of commit. You got to dig in. You have to decide if you're going to go past the peak of the mountain, hit the gas and go, or are you going to brake, slow down, and slide back down the mountain? So really is the point of commitment, if you want to say challenge and commitment. So this card shows the challenge of the Pentacles is about scarcity and struggle. You see these two people, they're impoverished, they're in the snow. I think they're even barefoot in the snow. So the image here is really desolate, exhausting. They're definitely going somewhere, but they're definitely struggling to get there. So the question of the 5 mark in the Pentacles realm is, are you going to rely only on your own resources? Are you determined that the only way forward is for you to push and pull and struggle, basically exhaust yourself completely? Is that the only way forward? Or are you willing to adjust your perspective and see what else is possible? What is possible is shown in the image as a stained glass window, which tells us these people are passing by a church. And in the medieval world, when the original tarot was developed, this church was a place of sanctuary and support. It could even be a hospital, right? So these guys are walking right past an opportunity, an offering of help and support. So the challenge of this card is, are they going to see it? Are they going to keep their eyes on their own feet, keep their gaze cast downward and miss this? In which case they're going to end up sliding back down the hill, right? Because it turns out you can't actually make things happen in the physical realm all by yourself. You are part of a network of support, which includes universal support, human support, and you have to get in touch with that and agree to that, because if you try to be totally independent, you can't finish the work all the way. You can't complete your trajectory. So the challenge here is, are they going to see? Are they going to see what's available and agree to it? Kind of set their pride aside, set their independence aside, and allow themselves to be helped. If they really want to get to the other side of this challenge, they're going to have to receive help. You have to agree to that. If you are too stubborn or prideful, or actually just too focused on working hard that you don't look around and see this, then you end up going back down the mountain, and you have to repeat some of your steps again. This card came to us reversed, and that suggests to me that we may be having a hard time seeing what's available. And that could be simply because our minds are not expecting it. You know, if you have a mindset that tells you pull yourself up by your own bootstraps and no pain, no gain, and struggle equals results, which is definitely these guys are in struggle. If that is the mindset your mind's on, then your mind may be keeping you tunnel visioned so you can't see what else is available. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with kind of not crossing the top of the peak, right? It just means you have to repeat yourself. But if you've already repeated yourself a few times, then you're already seeing the pattern and you already recognize that it's not effective. Look at where your mind may be keeping you blindsided and begin to challenge it a bit. See why your mind is determined about to push forward, and ask what else is possible, and can you help your mind release its insistence that it has to do things its own way or by itself. The mind is often has a mindset of extreme independence when it feels fearful, as though it thinks the world is not safe, and asking for help is only going to lead to disaster. So if your mind has that belief or that fear or even that pain point that you can see in your past, it's really worthwhile to release that, to figure out where it is and release that, to heal that, to clear that, because otherwise you're just going to keep repeating the same 5 steps over and over again. And that's an annoying thing to do. If you actually want to finish your work and reach transformation and reach abundance, that can get old. So if you're ready to stop repeating yourself over and over again, yeah, it's time to check in with the mind and help the mind release this stuckness. See you tomorrow for our last card. Bye.